Innovation and technology are driving the future. After serving our country, let Coding for Veterans serve you with your next career in Canada's tech sector. With over 182,000 unfilled tech jobs expected in the next couple of years, use the military skills you learned to fill this gap. Coding for Veterans offers a software development program and a cyber defense program through the University of Ottawa. Both programs can be completed in 8 months, are delivered 100% online, and are professor-supported. Upon graduation, you will receive your college or university certificate as well as tech industry accreditation for your completed coursework. Employers are lining up to hire our graduates, and the salaries that are being offered are among the highest in the industry. Imagine being job ready for the tech sector in only 8 months. With innovation being at the core of our country's future, let us help you join an industry that is eager to welcome you into their ranks. Enroll today. Classes begin in January, May, and September. Coding for Veterans helps Canada's military veterans to kickstart their next career in Canada's tech sector. With over 182,000 unfilled tech jobs expected in the next couple of years, use the military skills you've learned to fill this gap and gain stable employment in an exciting new career. Coding for Veterans offers a software development program and a cybersecurity program delivered by the University of Ottawa. The tuition for both programs is 100% paid for by Veterans Affairs Canada for our military heroes who qualify for funding. Both are professor-led, delivered 100% online, and can each be completed in as little as 8 months. Upon graduation, you will receive your university certificate as well as tech industry accreditations for your completed coursework. Employers are lining up to hire our graduates, and the salaries that are being offered are among the highest in the industry. Imagine being job ready for the tech sector in only 8 months. With innovation being at the core of our country's future, let us help you join an industry that is eager to welcome you into their ranks. Enroll today. Classes begin in January, May, and September. Test your cybersecurity skills while attracting future employers at our Capture the Flag event. With real-world examples related to supply chains for companies. Join us for US-Canada Cybersecurity Supply Chain Challenge on March 20th and win over $2,500 in cash and prizes. Think you have what it takes? Register now at www.codingforveterans.com. For more info, contact us today.
Hey everyone, welcome. My name is Matila. I am the marketing director here at Coding for Veterans, and I'm your host for tonight. So to summarize the evening's events, we will be starting off with Pat from Coding for Veterans, and he's going to be giving you some information about our organization, what we're about, and what we offer everybody. And then followed by Pat, we will also have Jeff joining us, and Jeff is also from Coding for Veterans, and he is going to be explaining to you all about our challenge that's coming up on March the 20th. He's going to explain all the rules, where to sign up, registration, links, all the questions you may have. He will most likely get to them in that session. And then followed by Jeff will be Roman from Meta CTF. This is the platform we're using for our game, and Roman will be giving you guys a walkthrough about what it's going to look like for you on game day. So he's going to answer all your questions in regards to that platform as well, and giving you a small walkthrough so we have an idea of where we're heading on Saturday. And also we have our Slack channel that is live, and some of you have been introducing yourselves, so welcome. And any inquiries that you may have during this session, feel free to comment on the YouTube channel itself. We're also live on our Facebook channel under Coding for Veterans. So you can comment on Facebook Live, you can comment on our YouTube channel, and you can also make comments on our Slack channel. I am monitoring all platforms, so whatever questions you have, we're going to be definitely getting to that by the end of this session. But throughout this whole entire session, feel free to drop your comments, your inquiries, any questions you may have. And I think the most burning question right now is for those who don't have a team yet. So don't worry if you don't have a team yet, you can reach out on our Slack channel. So we have 2 channels available, generally inquiries, and also one that says join a team. Either or, you should have access to our roster of all our players to see if you can get a team going. And if not, don't worry, you can still reach out and say, hey, I'm so-and-so, I'm available for a team, and I will put you into our spreadsheet and we will create a team for you, and we will get back to you shortly with your team members and their contact information as well. So we know that you are all in contact on game day. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce Pat now, and he's going to give us some information about Coding for Veterans. Hi, Pat.
Hey, thanks. So quick update on Coding for Veterans. This organization started about 18 months ago with this brainwave that of the people who had served in our military, really as they were leaving the military, the armed forces, they still had that propensity to defend and protect the citizens' assets and identity and private data. So we worked with them to design a program that turned into a public-private partnership between Coding for Veterans and a public university, University of Ottawa in Canada. And through that design, came up with 30 courses that are all live now that that support the 2 streams that were identified in that preamble to the start of this program: software development and cybersecurity. So now we teach to industry certifications, certification standards, and the University of Ottawa provides participants a certificate from a post-secondary institution. People come into the program, apply to come into the program. We screen them in. They go through a cognitive skills assessment, a motivation analysis, and a personality assessment, because we're trying to line them up that once they have the skills, the cybersecurity or the software, and DevSecOps is an important part of the software programming segment, that people will have the ability to be employed, to find a career, not just a job. So through that process, we've incorporated essentially a flipped classroom. So the content is provided to the students. They read the books, they do the labs, and we use, as you will be using in the Capture the Flag challenge, we use Slack as the method for students to connect with their mentors and their instructors. And at this time, we have 1,000 messages a week being exchanged through Slack, as over 100 participants are now in the various courses or participating as mentors who have been through a course, assisting somebody else coming through. So when Millie was mentioning that one of the big issues that you might have is finding a team, what's really interesting is that this is, in the academic world, they define these as a sheltered cohort. So our classes are entirely made up of people from the armed forces. And I'm delighted to see how, even as people were invited into that Slack channel today, 5, 6, 8 people who are monitoring their Slack channel are welcoming people as they come into the Slack channel around that course. So in that regard, I want to welcome you to the Capture the Flag initiative here today, and wish you the best of luck best of luck going forward. Take care.
Thanks so much, Pat. Yeah, that was great information. That's basically what Coding for Veterans is in a box. For more information, you can always log on to our website, which is www.codingforveterans.com. And if you could also spread the word, we're also available on all our social media platforms. So that includes Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. It's always Coding for Veterans. And now introducing, we're going to have Jeff from Coding for Veterans as well. He's going to give you some information. And then we have Roman joining us after Jeff.
Perfect. Thanks, Millie. So I'd like to welcome everyone here today. And I want to get into the details as it relates to the event. And so with the Capture the Flag event, we have various challenges related to cybersecurity. The easiest challenges will obviously be for the least amount of points. However, the more difficult ones are going to be for, higher point levels. And the competition is going to run 6 hours. It will start at noontime. We anticipate having a tutorial because we have a various skill level of people that have registered. And we will do a half an hour to 45-minute tutorial just to walk people through the platform and what have you. And at the end of the event, we will then award prizes for the first, second, and third place team. And what's great about this competition is you don't have to be an expert in cybersecurity. A lot of the questions are really set up through various, from junior to intermediate. And for those that are able to solve those questions, be able to, solve them. So what we've done with this program, and Millie mentioned it prior, is if you want more details about this event or formulating your teams, we're going to be sending out an email through Eventbrite. We will include the Meta CTF site where you will be registering your team prior to the event. And Roman, in a few minutes, is just going to run you through, how to register your team. And then, just quickly kind of through the platform in terms of what's next. The last thing that I want to, to mention as well is, when it comes to questions, by all means, during this info session, post them on our Facebook or YouTube channels, and we will reply to them at the end of this event. Other than that, it's a great event. We really focus this on supply chain and supply chain integrity as it relates to cybersecurity. And we did it also within the context of the U.S., Canada, and a North American wide ecosystem. So it's a very relevant topic. Cybersecurity is first and foremost an area that is of great concern. And we figured, why not have a lot of fun with this? And I think we have over 20 participants from over 25 schools across North America being a part of this event. So I just want to welcome you. And I'm going to turn it back to Millie to intro Roman.
Yeah, great. Thanks so much, Jeff. So that is also what the event is all about. And of course, if you want any more details, you can reach us on our Slack, or you can just comment on YouTube comment section or the Facebook comment section. We'll get to your questions at the end of the session, and just you can post them at any time. So now I would like to bring forth Roman from Meta CTF. This is the platform we are using for the game. So hi, Roman.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Sounds good. Thank you for joining us this evening. So I'll share my screen and give you a brief overview of what the platform looks like. Let's see. Later today, or maybe at the end of the stream, you'll receive a link from Jeff or from somebody else that's Coding for Veterans on how to that is a registration link to register for the competition. You'll need to create an account on our website, and once you do, you will see a form that looks roughly like this. Fill out your background, mention what university you're from and the city of origin, and then the first person in the team will need to create a team. So put your team name, the affiliation, it can be whatever you want, but it's something that's going to be displayed on a scoreboard, and press register. So I can put something like a placeholder. So I'm going to create a name. Once you register, the first person on the team will get a join code that person can then share with everybody else on their team. And I'll zoom in. Let's see, once you do register and once the competition actually begins, you'll be able to go back to the dashboard on our website and press compete right here. And also, if you create a team by yourself and then you find somebody else that you want to join forces with, you'll be able to press switch team and then use that person's join code to join their team before the competition. Once you press compete, you'll see a landing page for the competition. It will list some information about the competition. There is a link to the Slack channel that you can use to sign up, some other information, and as soon as the competition begins, so you won't be able to do this now, but you'll be able to go to the problems page and you'll see a list of challenges. So each of the challenges will look will look like this. You will see a brief description. You will see a hint button that you can use to get some additional help. All of these hints are free, so you won't lose any points. Some challenges might have additional hints that might give you a small penalty if you do use them, but most of the questions will have free hints that you're welcome to use. Each challenge will fit in a variety of different categories. So that, for example, there's web exploitation, there's binary exploitation, there's cryptography, and your goal as a competitor is to read the challenge description and then try to get the flag. And the flag is just is a piece of text or a string that you can then use to exchange for points. So, for example, in a web exploitation challenge, your goal might be to break into a vulnerable web application using something like SQL injection, cross-site scripting, maybe some other vulnerability. If it's a cryptography challenge, your goal you might be required to break some kind of cipher, whether it's something very simple like Caesar cipher, or you might have to brute force some RSA. If it's a binary exploitation challenge or reverse engineering challenge, you might be required to take a look at a binary or an executable, try to reverse engineer it, and see what it does. And the challenges, as Jeff mentioned, they're going to start from easy and get progressively more difficult. As soon as you get the flag, you can enter it into this field and press submit. So these three challenges are just sample challenges that can help you understand the platform better. So in this case, if I enter this flag, you'll mark it as correct. All participants will then be placed on the scoreboard, and the team with the most points wins. You can press on the team. You can see kind of what challenges they solve. You can see their progress. If there's a tie for first place, the tie will be broken by the time that when the team that got to the number of points first will win. Let's see. There's going to be a stats page. So right now it's not active because there aren't any challenges. Let's see. So you might see some questions that refer to a cyber range or a range, which essentially is a live virtual machine that is unique to your team. You can use this terminal. You can open it in a new tab to connect to the virtual machine. What a lot of people, it should be self-explanatory, but what a lot of people don't realize is that you can press Control-Alt-Shift, and you'll actually be able to copy and paste text directly from the virtual machine. You can also highlight and then use the regular terminal kind of functionality to copy and paste as well. Let's see. For some challenges, you might encounter some flags that are that say bonus in them, which means that they're not necessarily the main flag that you're trying to get. But if you maybe got halfway, or you took an extra step, you might find an extra flag. In that case, you can use this button to enter the flag here, and it'll give you some points. We'll probably not have many. We'll only have a few, if any, of the bonus challenges. But in case you encounter one, this is how you can enter it. Let's see. A few more things. So you can use the UI settings to change what the environment what the competition platform looks like. So you can change the colors. You can sort by point value or the number of teams that solve the challenge. And the last thing I want to mention is you should check out the Cyber Range. It's a tool that I personally like to use a lot, and a lot of our kind of team members like to use a lot. But essentially, it has a lot of different cryptography, reverse engineering, networking tools that you might find very useful in ACTF. Let's see. So I can answer any questions, Jeff. Let's see. Hey.
Hi, Roman. Okay, so I think we do have a few questions. You did walk us through the registration process, which was great. Is there a timeline or anything, would you say, to register for the event? Is it okay if they do it the hour before, or is there a cutoff time or anything?
Participants can start registering now, and it's okay if they register during the competition.
Okay, perfect.
There's no cutoff.
Okay, great.
However, you will not be able to change teams if you register after the competition.
Okay, sure. I think once you have a team, I'd like you to stick to it. But we have a question here also from Craig. He's asking, what is the format of the flag strings?
So in most cases, it'll be surrounded with the words MetaCTF with a curly bracket and another curly bracket at the end. If it's not in that format, we'll usually mention it. However, you might see some flags that are, in some cases, having the word MetaCTF in the flag might make the challenge trivial. And so in those cases, we don't include that string, and it will just be a few words, maybe in lead speak, separated by underscores. But it should be relatively obvious. And if you do encounter a flag that you think is the flag, but the platform is not submitting it, please let us know as soon as you can. We'll be more than happy to take a look into it. And as soon as the competition is over, even if you had the flag, if you didn't reach out to us, we aren't going to change any points, just to keep it fair for everybody.
Okay, that's actually a great thing to know. I'm also going to be opening up a little help tab on Slack on the game day. So if anyone's having problems or trouble with anything, you can post on there, and it's always going to be monitored. So anytime you have a question, we'll be there for whatever questions you may have. And Roman's also going to be available to us. So yes, and hope that answered your question, Craig. And if we could also get Jeff back in here for some other questions that we've had from some of the attendees. So I guess first and foremost, people are wondering, if I don't have a team, how do I get on a team? If Slack is not working for me yet, how do I get on a team?
For sure. So you can email any of us, and we will post that information. And what we will do is, if you're having trouble finding a team, we will assign you one. There are a lot of singles that have signed up, which is great. And there's no better way in which to meet new friends. I mean, the whole purpose of this event is to not only learn something, but it's a great way to network, especially during COVID. And the beauty is we've got teams from coast to coast, so it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, definitely. And just to piggyback on that, I will also be sending out a confirmation email to the team leader or someone on every team just to confirm, hey, this is your team for Saturday, just so everybody is, confident in knowing that they are definitely part of a team. And that email will be coming out to you by Friday. So by Saturday, everyone should be comfortable knowing that they're on a team. And okay, so we have another inquiry, and I think Jeff touched on this already, but we want to know if where can they access this information. Roman answered some great questions for us. He did a walkthrough, but in case if somebody missed it, so I guess I can answer that as well. We'll be doing another email as well through Eventbrite, and that's where you guys did your registration originally. So we'll send out another blast to let you guys know. This is the email link for the Meta CTF game platform. We will remind you of the Slack channels as well. And if there's any updates or any changes that have been made, we'll also let you know in that one email. So that email should be coming out to everybody this week as well. So it's a reminder and a good place for you all to keep your links and all the information saved as well. And yep.
Millie, there's one other question that actually popped up here as well. Is someone was asking about support as a related throughout the event. So the cool thing that we have is we actually have professors, cyber industry experts. We also have supply chain experts. And throughout the event, where these mentors are there to help you. So again, Slack is really kind of the central hub of this event, where if you have questions as a team, we have mentors across North America that are really going to be helping the teams. They won't do the challenges for you, but they will at least point you in the right direction in which to solve those. So no need to worry if you're struggling. You can use any kind of tools out there, search the web, access the mentors to help you solve the problems and get the points for that.
Yeah, and just to also mention, we have like an actual amazing board of sponsors and mentors. This includes Port of LA, Port of Montreal. So you guys are really getting access to some major companies. So you definitely want to make use of that. And the best place to access them will be on the Mentors tab on Slack. So on game day, if you're stuck on something and you need help or you have inquiries, just go on the Mentors tab on our Slack channel and you'll have access to anybody. And also now this is a question for Roman. Say I'm a beginner or I'm not very familiar with your platform. Will you be offering a tutorial or a walkthrough on game day?
So the first few questions of the CTF should walk you through the platform and help you understand how it works.
Perfect.
However, if you want some additional practice before the competition, in last October we ran a big public competition, and all the challenges are still available. So if you want to register for it, you are more than welcome to. I think it's at metactf.com/cybergames. You won't be placed on the scoreboard, but you can still log in, register, try out the platform, solve some old challenges, and check it out. Yep.
Okay, and someone is asking, you have access to the platform as well ahead of the challenge. This is from Sebastian.
So you'll be able to access only a portion of the of this CTF. So you can register. You'll only see the landing page and the dashboard. You won't see any of the challenges until the competition starts. But if you do register for the Cyber Games event, the UI is absolutely the same. So you will be able to try that out. I do want to mention for support, if you have any questions that are specific to the challenge that might reveal something about the solution, please don't publish them publicly. Instead, request that one of the administrators or mentors message you directly, so that we don't reveal the solution for everybody.
Yep, nope, that's very smart. And I will have some more information available on the links as well in that email we send out. So you can contact myself directly. I'll have my email address on there. And I will mostly be available as the liaison that day. So if there's a question that you may have for Roman, send it over to me and I'll get it to Roman. If it's for Jeff, I'll get it to Jeff. And so it'll be easier. So let's see. And did we have any other inquiries?
No, I think that's about it. I don't see anything else. So you know what? Why don't we end this early? And because I'm sure people will be interested in, starting to learn and using this as an opportunity to get a head start. So so I'd like to thank everyone for joining us today. We're really excited, for this competition on Saturday. We have a lot of teams that are registered, ready to go. And you know what? We want to use this as a fun exercise, but also, you know, it's a learning opportunity as well. So I want to thank everyone for, you know, joining us for this info session, and look forward to seeing you on Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific, or 9 a.m. Pacific, I should say. And we will be in touch via email with final instructions.
Perfect. And just if you have any team members that weren't able to tune in today, busy or whichever, we will have this session recorded and also available to everybody. So if you can just, you know, share with your teammates and whoever was unable to make this info session. So thank you so much to Jeff, to Pat, and to Roman for joining us. And we look forward to meeting everybody on Saturday for the game. And also, if you want to follow us on all our social media platforms, we are available again on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and we're just asking if you want to give us a follow. We can have all updates available there as well. Any new information that comes up, any coverage that we do of the event will also be posted on those as well. And we'll have a little pop-up now for all your information. So good luck, everybody, and see everyone on Saturday.
Test your cybersecurity skills while attracting future employers at our Capture the Flag event. With real-world examples related to supply chains for companies. Join us for US-Canada Cybersecurity Supply Chain Challenge on March 20th. And win over $2,500 in cash and prizes. Think you have what it takes? Register now at www.codingforveterans.com. For more info, contact us today.